the recent West African Road Organization conference held in Banjul, and this particular activity is but a clear indication of steps taken towards implementing parts of the policy framework on road safety.
See, we're not only using the paint, but we're also using some reflective gear to make sure in the night the visibility is improved. Okay? In addition to that, we also come up with signboards to indicate to motorists that, you know, zebra crossing, pedestrian points are because that's important. You don't drive until you get to the point just to realize that there's a pedestrian crossing the road. We want to warn drivers beforehand before they get to these points.
One group of people who took a lead role in the exercise was the students who believe with the existence of these highly visible markings on the roads, they can cross with ease.
It helps a lot because as we can see, just last week we had an accident around here. So this is a bit safety actually. So we need a help and this is our help. And I think that this can guide us for a long time.
Officials also use the opportunity to appeal to drivers and other road users to observe and respect the traffic indicators for the good of all.
I want to appeal to all the drivers on the road that when you come across a zebra crossing, it's telling you something. It means you have to slow down if you're speeding up. And if you see pedestrians standing, waiting to cross the street, it means you should stop and let them cross. Please, let's not start rushing, because that's how accidents happen. So we are marking this zebra crossing so that they will be visible enough so everybody, both pedestrians and drivers, would understand what it means.
This is one of series of activities embarked upon by the UNV with a view to promoting the spirit of volunteerism. And with most of the zebra crossing points in strategic areas clearly painted with reflecting lights, officials are confident that this can minimize road accidents and contribute to greater road safety. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
You can also follow that story and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. We now take our first break. We'll be right back.
SIM card nafa warlimba ada sono yata bake walang afisel la nying extreme SIM card ila afisel extreme SIM card sang sai ha dalstan afisel ya kele koteke isi SIM card kuto sang dalasitan damma walang afisel la nying extreme SIM card de mu yalonko dalastan ani lulu credit ko le bakono dalasitan jo ye tanni lulu soto isa soto no dula belto SIM card kuto mu yalonko dalastan ani lulu credit ko le bakono ndon aka wafi dalastan damalla afisel dammale sinyi nati no ali.
Welcome back. Egypt's Supreme Military Council has issued an unprecedented apology via Facebook, saying it presents its regrets and deep apologies for the death of protesters during the recent unrest in Tahrir Square. 35 people have been killed across the country during the 5-day protests and violence. CNN's Ivan Watson takes us inside the running battle between authorities and demonstrators.
This is where the fighting's been raging now, into the 5th day. This one road here with police not very far away, and these kids choking, puking. But refusing to give their ground amid the constant tear gas that's coming over here. Eyewitnesses show that they're actually breaking the ceasefire sometimes that are arranged here and just venting their fury. And there's another round of tear gas. I gotta put the gas mask back on, venting their fury at the police. مش مستنيين منه استقالة بيعمل ايه بقى الشعب كامل عايز يكسر شوكتنا. Marshal Tantawi's speech on Tuesday night has done nothing to diminish the rage of the people here who continue in these cat and mouse battles with the riot police. I've had my gas mask off for about 45 seconds and I'm already succumbing to the effects. These kids are running around with surgical masks and spray water, and again, showing the gas mask canisters
clearly manufactured in the U.S. I don't know what can diminish the rage of these angry young Egyptians. What do you want?
We need this to be from the people. The freedom. We don't need any military control for these people.
The police are embracing the protesters, trying to make peace. Both sides suffering in this conflict. We can see some of the police flying from the tear gas that they've been firing themselves. But I predict both sides are going to start fighting again within a matter of minutes.
Sure enough, moments later, a fresh volley of tear gas sends these young revolutionaries running and skipping for cover. Ivan Watson, CNN, Cairo.
We now take our second break. Stay tuned.
Jigéen sama yow moom gëj naa laa gis yow bii rafet na bii kañ la nii rap ak jàmm waay mbaa incho nga ko kay
may musuma jàmm yow insurance dañuy fay
déedéet Gambia National Insurance Company ca Kairaba ñu bokkuñ ci ñooñu de
ñooy ñooy ñaan
lu weesu fanweeri ak juróom-ñaar ñu ngi ci biir réew mi di ñu aar suñu wàllu moto yi kër yi yoon yi tukki yi sa xaalis sax dañ koy aar
déedéet xanaa
waaw waaw ñu wóor lañ nag te mun seen liggéey seen teewaay ci biir réew mi yokk na fi kóolute de
loolu de neex naa dégg
gis nga bi ci gën a tee neex nag ñoo gaaw a fay yàqu-yàqu dañuy fay yàqu-yàqu ci ni mu gaawee boo eboo daal dawal dem incho yi
kon xaaral ma dem fagaru
dafal gaaw moo gën faju
jërëjëf suma caam
jërëjëf bii moom da nga ko war a incho waay rap ak jàmm waay Gambia National Insurance Company seet si leen ñu tey pour seen bépp wàllu insurance.
Registration gives you the greatest certainty and security of what you own, and it is mandatory from the government of the Gambia for all subscribers to register now. SIM card registration must be done in person, and it is free of charge and very easy for all subscribers. Rush now to all Gamtel outlets with your passport or your ID card, voter's card, birth certificate, CFO Alcala certificate, or residence permit. Register your Gamcell SIM card today to avoid disconnection.
And before we go, a reminder of our headlines. Hundreds of thousands of Gambians today flocked to polling stations across the country to elect the man who should captain the ship of the state from 2011 to 2016. Celebrants marking the International Year of Volunteerism have bolstered efforts at reducing the incidence of road accidents by identifying pedestrian crossing points at strategic locations. And the military junta in Egypt has apologized for the deaths of 35 people killed in the recent upsurge of violence, but the sit-in at Tahrir Square is showing no signs of abating. You can also follow that story and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. That brings us to the end of this edition of the news. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and enjoy our programs.
The Technology Show. Science and technology has impacted all spheres of human endeavor over the past several millennia. Today, with the giant leaps that have been made in areas such as communication, power, medicine, and food technology, the world has virtually shrunken to look more and more like a village community. There is increased competition for the world's resources as populations have exploded exponentially. Science and its application, technology, are the tools that humanity has at its disposal to do just this. Technologies that generate power, such as thermal, solar, wind, tidal wave, and others will be explored. Wireless technologies have revolutionized the way we work, communicate, compute, socialize, and even have fun. This TV program will give you